A couple of weeks ago, I dusted off my good old Game Boy and played Super Mario Land 2 6 golden coins, and then I realized that this game is actually a sequel to another Game Boy game, Super Mario Land. Crazy, right? Anyways, the last time I played this game, I tried to beat it without touching a coin. However, today I decided to try to beat it without pushing left. The rules are simple. We are going to try to beat Super Mario Land on the Game Boy without ever pressing left. In a basic game like this one, this means that going left will actually be impossible, as there are no wall jumps or other crazy techniques that we can use to move left. Not pressing left also means you cannot control your momentum while jumping in the air, so this makes platforming way more difficult. Now, as you can see, Super Mario Land is a little bit green and gray, so let me quickly grab my color pencils and bada bing bada boom! Now this is way better looking. Now that everything has been set and colored, make sure to subscribe to be sure never to miss a single upload from me, and let's just jump into it. World 1-1 is the first stage in this quest, and this level will be a great place to learn how moving, jumping, and controlling your momentum works. This level is kind of easy, and I quickly managed to get a mushroom since they bounce to the right when you hit the blocks. I wish I could say the same about the super flower, but alas, it doesn't bounce out of the question mark block, so even when jumping next to it, I just couldn't collect it sadly. World 1-2 features many scary jumps along the way, and falling down is not an option anymore, as there's no more floor down there. Some jumps on moving platforms are kind of scary, but I'm slowly getting used to the gravity and the momentum from this game, so I managed to clear them all without too many issues. Oh, and by the way, remember how I said I couldn't grab a super flower in 1-1? Well, for some reason I managed to actually do it in 1-2. I guess it's kind of a pixel perfect trick or whatever, but finally, I got a new power up, so that's kinda cool. World 1-3 takes place inside of a pyramid and is full of piranha plants, falling boulders, and those sphinx enemies that spit fireballs. The level in itself isn't too bad if you're being careful and paying attention to your surroundings. I do have to admit that this donut bridge over there is completely dumb, as walking on it is impossible and you just fall through. The boss is also pretty easy as long as you avoid his fireball attacks, which is easier said than done. And we did it! We saved days! Oh no, okay, we didn't. I got trolled. Okay, let's keep going. World 2-1 features a whole lot of dangerous jumps above the water, but it also features those beautiful fish bones enemies that move up and down trying to take a bite of that Mario butt. Not pressing left can be annoying when trying to dodge all of them on your way to the end, but by being extra careful, well, this level ain't too bad. World 2-2 features even more jumps you have to make on platforms located above the deadly water. Thankfully, I'm starting to become quite good at timing my jumps and controlling my momentum without the use of the yucky left button. This stage contains many enemies, but it also gives you a superstar, making it quite easy to clear. The only thing that's not possible for this quest is getting up the staircase of falling platforms at the end, as it would force us to press left. Yeah, that's not worth it. World 2-3 is a really fun level that takes place underwater inside of a submarine and in which you shoot deadly bombs on enemies. Yep, we're still playing a Mario game, you're not dreaming, it's just really different. Not being able to move left is quite annoying considering a bunch of enemies tend to move up and down. Thankfully, you can use some platforms to push you left when needed, but that doesn't make this level easier. Getting stuck on blocks is also something that might happen, and when it does, it kinda sucks. Thankfully, the boss only moves up and down, so keep shooting your missiles and it's gonna be pretty easy to defeat it. And we did it! We saved days. What? Again? World 3-1 is up, and it seems like those levels are getting more and more difficult. There's a bunch of new angry enemies out to defeat you. those bouncy Easter Island statues are really annoying, and not being able to move left can be quite a problem, which is why I suggest moving very slowly to make sure to avoid any unnecessary damage. This level ends with a bunch of big boulders bouncing over spikes, and you absolutely have to jump on top of those, which can be quite spooky, but it's all possible. World 3-2 takes place inside of an underground cave full of spiders, turtles, plants, boulders, bullet bills, and even more things out to kill you. I'm not gonna lie, there's a bunch of very tricky jumps to make, and not being able to press left truly makes this level way more difficult. World 3-3 is a real pain in the butt. First off, there's a bunch of very difficult jumps to make above endless pits on moving platforms, which isn't that bad if you're actually good at the game. The problem here is that at one point, well, if you fall down in a pit, you'll be respawned like this, in front of another pit with no platforms to go to, forcing you to move left. In other words, if you fall down during this stage and the game decides to put you back there, it's the end for you. You have nowhere to go, and the only thing left is to jump and get a game over and start right back from 1-1. You can tell why I think this level is pretty frustrating, but here's the worst part. Even if you manage to clear this gap, you'll then be met with this section. Yup, it's exactly what it looks like. You have to move left in order to climb up there. Come on, Nintendo! That's so dumb. So yeah, here's the first mandatory left press for this challenge. And hopefully it's also going to be the last, as we have saved Princess Daisy. Are you serious? I got trolled again! This is a nightmare. World 4-1 isn't so bad. It does contain its fair share of annoying enemies, scary looking jumps, and a couple bullet bills that can be a bit of a problem, but not being able to push left isn't too bad if you're paying attention and moving slowly. World 4-2 is also quite easy, featuring a couple more enemies, tricky jumps, and some annoying piranha plants to dodge. Thankfully, we've been dodging all of those hazards for quite a while now, so I feel like I was getting pretty good. That was until I reached this Blocky Temple near the end, which contains a bunch of spinning fireballs, and these things are super annoying to dodge without pressing left. After a couple of tries, I reached the end. Welcome to World 4-3, the final stop of the day, and this stage takes place inside of a plane in the sky. You'll have to move up and down while dodging or shooting birds and planes. It's really similar to the submarine level, meaning you can use the blocks to move to the left when needed. And soon, you will reach this path made out of red squares, and once you get inside this one, you'll see this. Oh my gosh, what is this pattern? It's forcing me to move left for absolutely no reason. And you know what? Twice! This sucks. This is ridiculous. So yeah, 2 more left presses need to be added to the list. But thankfully, after that, you'll reach the final boss, and defeating the dude is quite easy if you manage to stay on the left side. And there we go. We have saved Daisy. No, okay, it's actually legit. We saved her this time. We can take off in our private jet and watch the credits for this game. Yeah, this is kind of a weird one. So, is it possible to beat Super Mario Land without pressing left? Well, sadly, no. We had to push left 1 time in World 3-3 and 2 more times in the final stage, World 4-3. This is kind of annoying, but at least we had some fun playing this one. Thanks a lot for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. And if that's the case, show your support by tapping the subscribe button, the bell, and by giving this video a like. In the meantime, check out another video by tapping the cards on screen right now. And as for me, well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!